Does it make it like new? Hey guys, I'm Jayce. Welcome back to Farmstead Forge. Today I thought I would do a quick video on how I sharpen my rasp. This system has saved me a ton of money over the past decade or so. For starters too, I'll talk about how I cycle my rasp through to get the most efficient use out of them. Number one, I'm kind of a stickler on keeping my feet clean. Keeping your feet clean keeps your rasp lasting longer. I just have a wire brush, and wire brushes are cheap compared to rasps, and I have a hook slash hoof pick on it, so I can clean, brush. All that's on my trim stand, and then I have another one in my shoeing box in my mobile shop. So if you want to see my mobile shop video, you can check that out. I put a new rasp on in my shoeing box in my rig or in my barn, and I'll show you my barn setup. I have a lot of horses hauled in to me. Here at the end I'll show you that. So I put a new rasp on my shoeing box, and I use it until it's almost starting to get a little too dull for shoeing, and then I will put it on my trim stand. I'll use it for trimming horses, so if it's in the mud or rocks a little bit, I'm not crying about it. And then from there it goes on to my hot rasp stand or my finishing rasp, so if it's hitting steel, it's done. I've had guys say they've tried this and it doesn't work, but they're not doing it right. I don't feel like you need to do it every night when you get home if it's in your mobile shop. If I'm home working in the barn, I will come up and eat lunch and I will hit it on my setup, and that will last longer in my barn setup than my mobile shop. So if you're only doing it once in a while, it's not going to work for you. Up until I got this set up, shoeing horses full-time 5-6 days a week, I was going through a rasp every 3 days. It just throwing a rasp away every 3 days. With this setup, doing it right, I can get around 3 weeks out of a rasp, which is right at 100 head of horses. So I get my stuff through Well Shod. They're not sponsoring me or anything, and they're out of Texas. I just really like how they have flat rate shipping, and I'm 90 miles from the nearest place that has a decent selection of Farrier supplies. So I get their sisal wheels, they're called. They're hemp rope, I think, sewn in a spiral between canvases, and then I get their gray compound and I just feed it in. You either have to have your grinder turned around backwards like I do and go on top, or you have to go underneath. I tried underneath, I didn't like it, maybe you will, but I like to do it on top. These wheels I've had for a very long time, they're pretty well shot, they're all at an angle from the way I do it, but they're still working for me, so I'm just going to keep using them. Just a cheap grinder. I mean, this setup saves you hundreds, so if you spend $100 on a grinder, it's worth it. This one I got for the garage sale, and you can see it's loose, so it has a ratchet strap on it, holding it all together. So let's show you how this works. Just turn your grinder on. You need to make sure your rasp is clean. I use a wire brush. Some guys that use a wire buffing wheel. I found that it actually, my rasps didn't last as long. It kind of dulled them. So I just make sure there's no grit in there, so I get a nice clean shave on them. Feed my compound in. And then I like to go with the teeth. Sometimes these are a two-way cut, so I'll come in and do it straight or something. And then make sure and wear your safety glasses, because there's a ton of stuff spits on here. Not that it's gonna put your eye out, it doesn't feel very good. I do my coarse teeth. And it just picks it up a tiny bit, but you have to be diligent about it. You have to do it every night or twice a day. I don't have a big mobile shop. It's very, very compact. So I do it at home, but I do know a guy, friend of mine, he has one in his shop, and he'll just do it in between horses. So it's really handy, but mine's too tight for that. But when I shoe in here at the barn, I will come up here at noon or something and hit it, and they just pick it up. Does it make it like new? No, it doesn't, but it does, just picks it up enough to where you can definitely feel the difference. Like I said, this has saved me hundreds of dollars doing my rasps like this. Alright, so maybe I'll take you out and I'll show you my setup for my haul-in service, and in case you're interested in how I have that set up. Alright, so this is my shoeing setup out in the barn. Have an expander wheel and buffer for cleaning off shoes. Just like my mobile shop, just a little shoe selection there. Nothing huge because I have a bunch of stuff in my shop too. My forge and my anvil. Some of you guys that watched some of my videos last summer saw me do some stuff out here. And then my shoeing setup's right over here. It's kind of messy right now in here, but it's a nice place to tie horses, and then I can tie horses all down the walls. I have a ton of horses hauled into me these days. I do a lot of rodeo horses, so the people are used to hauling anyway. And it's just nice because if the weather's unpredictable, I'm just out of the elements. I got lights up there for shoeing. They don't cast a shadow. They're really nice. Although when we designed this barn, I designed it with shoeing in mind, so it has a side belt up there and then all the way over on that side. So as long as the sun's up, you have tons of natural light in here, which is super nice for shoeing. It's like shoeing outside without the wind and sunburn. Fan to keep me cool. I also have a swamp cooler in here too, and a big heater up at the shop that I bring out here when it's super cold. So it's a hot brass stand, anvil. It's a little bit of a walk, not too bad, but then if I have a colt that sets back and it's not all into my stuff. Just some more drawers, nails, extra epoxy gun, punches. Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's kind of a mess, but I don't have a drill press. I just hot punch my holes, or if I have to, I run up to the shop. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, this quick little video on sharpening your rasps. Hopefully it will save you a ton of money in the long run like it saved me. So remember to keep it simple. We will catch you guys in the next one. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I would like to say that would be very important?